Hello. Welcome to the Ultimate Side Hustle Training. And in this training, I'll be taking you through how to build an extra $300 a month side hustle, starting with almost zero capital and spending just 10 to 20 hours a month doing it. It's a side hustle income, and this is a part of my How to Build a Life of Options for Yourself program. So my aim as a person this year is to help you build a life of options for yourself. And one thing that is critical to building a life of options for yourself in this age and time that we live in is actually having more than enough money. So whether you have a source of income, whether it's a business, it's a job, or whatever you currently do, it wouldn't hurt to have extra income, right? And that's why I've decided to put together this training that would guide you on building an extra income for yourself this year and beyond. And this extra income could make you about $300 a month, maybe a little bit more, but could make you extra income. And the good thing about this thing is, once you are able to execute this successfully, you would go on to make a lot more money online because it opens your eyes to what is possible online. And also, what is very, very interesting about building a side hustle online is it doesn't take so much of your time. It's about just building together the system and then repeating and rinsing it, right? And that's what I'll be taking you through in today's training. So let's get right into it. So when it comes to building a $300 a month side hustle, these 3 proven steps I'm going to be sharing with you have worked for me, and I discovered them in 2019. I started trying them out when I was in Nigeria, and it really did work for me. I stopped doing them when I left Nigeria because I felt maybe it wasn't going to work in this part of the world. Until recently, when I decided to try out something again, and I discovered that this thing worked. So I've developed these systems, steps, and processes over the last 5 years basically, and they have made me thousands of dollars. And not just me, I've also been able to expose people like you to these opportunities, and it has changed their lives massively because this will be the only starting point for you when it comes to building side hustles and making extra money online. When I started building an online-based income, I had a lot of fear and nervousness around not only making money. I had the fear about talking to people, and I even just felt that the whole thing was not going to work out for me. It took me a lot of trial and error, lots of studies, and a lot of experiences to discover and combine these steps into the system that you're going to see and learn about today. When I decided to put together this training, my aim was to give you something that is super easy to implement when it comes to building that side hustle that could make you that extra money. And that is my goal for you. Extra $300 a month, right? When you start implementing this guide, I have to be honest with you, the people you'll be helping will thank you so much because it will take their lives and their businesses to the next level. And this is something that these people actually want, but they didn't just know how to go about it, and no one was willing to help them with it. And it is important that you know that once you fully get ingrained into this whole system, you will get addicted to doing it because it will give you so much joy seeing other people thrive and also seeing that extra money coming into your bank accounts, working less than 20 hours a month. And let's be honest, just like every other thing in life, you might not get it right the first time. But once you come back to this training over and over again, you will start getting better at it. And the only person who loses at the end of the day is the person who quits. So if you keep on going into this and you go deep down into it, you try it over and over again, you get better at it. And one thing that I also have to point out to you is this. Just like every other thing, it is easy, but it is not as easy, right? It requires some effort. So you must be willing to actually put in some of your time, your effort to get this done. And the good thing is that I have put together all of this thing. I've tested it, it has worked, and I've also shared it with people, and it has worked for them. So what I want from you, just as a means of appreciation, is once you make your first $300 doing what I'll be showing you in this training, you should send me my $50. That is crucial because this program is worth about $50 and you should send my money back to me. And then please follow me across social media platforms from Instagram down to YouTube, down to TikTok, down to Twitter at Tamilore Adewi, right? So let's get right into it. So let us get right into it. So this is the ultimate side hustle guide that can help you make $300 a month without spending more than 20 hours doing it. So the first thing you need to do when it comes to building this side hustle is identifying a problem. This is the easiest thing to do. And the easiest way to make money is by looking out for what problems people are experiencing and basically solving this problem for these people. It is all about creating value, right? Businesses, humans experience problems every single time, and they are looking for solutions to improve their processes or solve their problems, right? So what you do as a person is find a solution to the problem these people are experiencing and then help them resolve it. It's as simple as it sounds. So how exactly do you go about identifying people's problems, right? We'll go into that in a bit. So another thing that you need to do is this. Once you've identified the problem that people are experiencing, now you want to reach out to those people experiencing the problem and you want to help them solve it. Finding individuals or businesses with problems has to be one of the easiest things out there because there are a lot of people experiencing these problems already. You just need to learn how to look deep into things. And if you already have a network of people, but you're not sure what problem they're experiencing that you can solve, you can simply go about this by asking them questions. It's as simple as it sounds. And if you do not have anyone, then you want to resort to doing cold DMs or what I call business walk-ins. And then the third part of this ultimate side hustle blueprint is to solve the problem that you have seen people experience, right? So now, and this is where the real work is. And you want to ensure you do a very good job when it comes to problem solving because people have problems, and as much as they want to solve it, they don't want you to complicate and further complicate their problems. So if you can do a good job, give them a good deal, and you exceed their expectations, you would make money from them, but not just going to make money one time. You would be able to make repeated money from these people because now they see you as someone who cares about them or their business and someone who is known to provide solutions to their problems. And of course, you need skills to be able to do this job well. And the trick to do this is simply by learning a skill that would help you solve this problem and doing a lot of practice on the skill that you've chosen. And also, you can quicken the process for yourself by simply having a mentor, that is someone who has done what you're trying to do and then basically doing what that person has done. So let me give you a quick case study of how this whole $300 side hustle blueprint works and how you can also do the same, right? So let us use the popular one that I've used and that I want you to use. So there are a lot of businesses in Nigeria right now, whether it's a small business, it's a physical business, it's an online business, that do not have a solid online presence. And you'll be shocked. And this is one thing that has even differentiated Nigeria from maybe the developed countries, right? We still don't have enough internet presence, right? But we currently live in a day and time where when people want any sort of information, the first place they go to is Google, is the internet. Now, as much as possible, everyone should have some sort of presence on the internet, and that's where you're going to come in. Now, you want to identify a problem that a business is having and help them solve it. So, which takes us back to our first step, right? Identifying a problem. So, I have identified that a business is currently not on the internet. So, whether it's a small shop in your neighborhood, whether it is a big store that is close to your house, you would be shocked that a lot of these people actually don't have online presence, from updating their profiles on Google down to a lot of things, right? These people don't have online presence. Now, that's a problem. And what you want to do is you want to reach out to these people and help them get on the internet, right? Simple as it sounds. Now, when these people try to get on the internet, it is all about how you decide to frame it. So let's assume that this person, let's say it's a small shop in your neighborhood, they want to build a simple website. You could decide to build a simple website for them. The website does not necessarily need to have all their products and all. It just needs to have an overview detail of what their business does and how people can reach their business. So maybe, for example, people have to always walk in to come and buy things, right? You could also tell them about how these people can come in, like place a phone call from their website, or maybe send an email, write down their orders, and they just come there to pick up, because that saves them a lot of time and stress. So now you've identified a problem for the business that could help them make more sales, get more people to locate their business. Now you want to reach out to people experiencing this problem. Now there are different ways to go about this. You simply would look out for, let's say, this shop in your area, or this small business, or this person that is trying to run a personal brand, and reach out to them, talk to them about what you've discovered about their business. So there's this business that I recently reached out to, right? They are a travel company here, and just like you, I was assuming that this is Canada because I currently live in Canada, right? Almost every business is on the internet. So they were in fact in a big shopping mall. So I got to that shopping mall and then I searched them on the internet. I just saw just basically one information. It didn't make sense. So I decided to reach out to them to see how I could solve their problem. So I'm going to share you some of the templates that I've used for this thing, and then when you reach out to them, you then go ahead to help them solve this problem, right? And that is where the real money is. So let's go through a quick case study, right? So now this is this person on Twitter. His name is Sajaros, right? So you can go on Twitter and check him out. He's very, very popular, has over 59,000 followers on Twitter. So he posted about his book some weeks ago. You can see author 4 books on careers, right? He posted about his book some weeks ago, and I had never sent him a message all my life, but I saw his books and then I was interested in actually buying the book myself. And that's where I was able to identify the problem. And in my case with Nigeria too, how did I identify the first problem for the business that I did? There's this business that I always buy food from when I was in UI. So on that particular day, I wanted to buy food. But a lot of times this business, like, they might not have food yet or something. So I wanted to put a call through to them. And I searched on Google and I couldn't find their number. And that's when I discovered that I could help them create a simple website and then put their details on there and all that, so that people can actually reach out to them. And it eventually helped boost their business. But that's by the way. So I reached out to this person after seeing that his books were not online. And I said, hey, good day, sir. Trust you're doing great, sir. I saw your post about your books and I looked through your profile to see if there was a way people could purchase the books online, but I could not find any. I would like to offer to help list all of your books on Seller. That's a digital product marketplace. That way, it becomes more accessible for people who would like to purchase them from anywhere across the world. Also, I looked through your profile and I would recommend that we build a personal website. I've checked and sajaros.com is available. With this, people can get access to all of your insights, as we can put them up as blog posts. This website will also allow people book consultation calls with you. And I'll be more than happy to help with doing all of this for free to help reinforce your personal brand online. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Tamlore. So now, you'll be wondering, how are we going to make money when I said it's free? So you can see he said, okay, thanks, happy to proceed. And then you can see I went, firstly, I'll need access to the PDF format, blah, 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 what I need access to. So now let me show you another thing. Now, remember that I told you about the business that I saw that didn't have enough social media presence and all that online. So the name of the business is Anda Travels. And you can see this is a mail that I sent to them March 22 this year. It's here in Canada. You can see the headline, Proposal for Digital Marketing Integration at Anda Travels. And the reason why I'm using this example to show you as well is so that you can see that this thing could work for a business that has a physical presence and a business that also is just someone who runs a personal brand, right? Because you see that there are a lot of creators online who put up posts, content, and these people actually want websites. They just don't know how to go about it, and you could help them. So remember that I told that person that I'm doing it for free. So I'm coming back to the part where you make money. So I wrote this proposal. I was like, oh, dear manager, I hope this message finds you well. Actually, I walked into the place first, and then he told me to send this to them, so then I would come back. So my name is Tammy, and I've had the privilege of observing Anda Travels during my visit to the Billings Bridge Shopping Center over the past few weeks. Through this experience, I've gained valuable insight into the operations and potential areas of improvement for your esteemed travel business. One aspect that stood out to me during my observation is the current marketing strategy employed by Anda Travels. It became apparent that the company is here to tap into the immense opportunities presented by digital marketing channels, particularly social media and search engine, blah, blah, blah. So I went on to profile a solution and let them know that we could actually put them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, social media, basically, and how they could reach out to me, and I could help them. So now that's that about reaching out to people. So now you would see that we've solved two parts, which is identifying a problem, and then we've reached out to these people to let them know that there's a problem. Now, once we get the feedback, how can we help them solve this problem, and how do we make money? So typically our focus is to help these people build simple websites, get social media presence if possible, and just basically get online, right? So now when you want to help these people, typically you could even do it for free if you see that they don't have a lot of money. If it's a business that has some money, maybe not a bad idea. Some of them would eventually pay you. Now that's where you come in. So there's this site called getresponse.com. So it is an email marketing platform, right? But you can build simple websites with it. So when people sign up on getresponse.com through your affiliate link, you go for this one called the Affiliate Bounty Program, right? You get $100 per sale once they make their first payment on the stuff, right? So all you want to do is you want to set up a simple website for them. If it's someone like a personal brand like the Sajaros that I reached out to, right? You want to set up a simple landing page for them and build up a mailing list for them. Now, I'm not going to go into the details about how you can do this. You can find a lot of the information on YouTube yourself and go about it. Now, once you are able to strike a deal with them and build their websites with GetResponse, after about 1 or 2 months, you would earn $100 in commission for doing this. You're technically doing it for free, but after doing it and they start using the site, they're happy and they make their first payment, you earn $100 upfront commission from that deal, right? And now you do this for about 3 people in a month. And what do you need to do this for 3 people in a month? You only need to reach out to about 10 people in a month. And I'm sure that 3 of them would agree. Because why? It doesn't cost them any money technically to get this done. And the good thing is, once you do it for them, they would most likely buy into it as long as you've done a good job. So how do you build a simple website for these people so that they finally can see what happens with this? You simply head on to youtube.com and you can Google a few things. How to build a website with GetResponse. Now, once you go to Google and you search that, you would find tons of tutorials on that, and you can watch that and learn how to build a website with GetResponse. That is one, right? Now, another thing you can do is this. You can decide to build them WordPress websites. So you can check how to build a website with WordPress. Now, once you do that as well, you would find a lot of information, and then when you decide to build a website with WordPress for them, you integrate GetResponse with WordPress, and once they make their first payment, they would get a 14-day free trial or thereabouts. Once they make their first payment, you get your own upfront commission of $100, right? And that's where this whole thing gets interesting. So if you do this for 3 people in a month, you build simple websites for them, integrate them, help them build a list of their customers, whether it's a physical business, online, personal brand, online store. Everyone wants to build a list of their customers. You help them build a list of their customers. You basically you make this money from GetResponse and you're good. But they also start building a proper structure for their business by retaining the information of their customer, and they can sell to these people repeatedly, and they also now have a better online presence and people can find them. So look out for that shop in your neighborhood. Look out for that personal person on Twitter, on Instagram, that puts up content but doesn't have a good website or doesn't have an email list, right? And then offer to help them. And the good thing about this thing is this as well. Beyond just this $100 you would be making, you would have learned certain skills. So if, let's say, you're building websites for them, you would have learned the skill of building websites, which you can offer as an independent service and make money from it. That's the first thing. Also, you would have learned the skill of email marketing to a bit. And with this, you can offer it as a service and build on it and build a proper income from it. So let's say you're offering social media management, for example, as one of the things you're offering. You can also build this as a skill and you become a much more robust person with a lot of skills, and you make a lot more impact in the lives of other people, and you also build a solid income stream for yourself. So that's what I have for you in this video. If you want to sign up with GetResponse so that you can start building like your own affiliate deals as well, you can use the link in the description box and basically sign up with GetResponse. When you also sign up with GetResponse, if you decide to build a simple website for yourself, I would earn some commission, and of course, that's nice money for me. So you should do that and start promoting this, talking to a lot of people. Just talk to 10 people a month. As a matter of fact, you don't have to go into shops physically. You would always find more than 10 people a month online that you can pitch your service to and make this money. So I'm hoping you do this, and when you do this, don't forget to put it in the comment section. And if you found this video insightful, please share it with your friends. And the good thing is, a lot of people have done is the money continues because there are tons and tons and tons of business. So don't try to hoard this information. Share it with other people. Make money from it. Let them make money from it. And you guys should come and pay me my $50 after this. So, and don't forget to watch the other videos in my YouTube channel. The one before this, the ones coming after this, because you'll be learning a whole lot about how you can make money online. My name is Tamilore Adewiyi, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.